Paige was 15 when she was diagnosed with very severe scoliosis. We did some research and I read that curves greater than 40 degrees at the time you stop growing are likely to continue getting worse throughout your life. And they were already bad. Her curves weren't putting pressure on her heart or her lungs.
Right. Yet.
And, well, at that time, that's what I'm saying. Curves that are that severe are going to
get
continue
worse.
curving as you get older. And so she was 15, and surgery wasn't necessary at that point in her life. But I let her decide. We did the research. We had many conversations. We saw the doctors. I left the decision on her, and I don't know if that was right. She was 15.
Go by maturity level.
She was pretty mature.
The risks that came with it must have been huge.
Yeah, well, because they
took longer for her to heal
rods
from that than a transplant.
But then at 15, your bones are malleable. You don't have a lot of responsibility. School was her only responsibility.
Right. But minute compared to the responsibilities you have as an adult, and your bones being set completely as an adult. Yeah.
That was one of the conversations that we had. The surgery wasn't necessary at that time, but what happens if you're 25, 30 years old, you're getting a promotion at work, you just had a baby, or life is chaotic, and then all of a sudden the curves have gotten bad and they're putting pressure on your lungs, and you have to have the surgery now.
Yeah.
And you have to take a couple months off work, or you got to find childcare for your kids, or At 15, it's a lot easier to do the surgery.
It sucks that kids even have to experience anything like this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Not a lot of people talk about scoliosis.
Not a lot of knowledge about it. Yeah. It's not talked about, though. You're right about that. It
isn't talked about. I was working at a front desk at a hotel here in town, and my daughter's teacher came in the door. I'm a little worried here. Why is my kid's teacher coming to my work? Like, what the fuck? But she came there to talk to me about how she had been walking behind my daughter, and she noticed that one of her shoulders was higher than the other one.
Yeah.
And she was like, I think your daughter has scoliosis. I would have had no idea. So I obviously made her a doctor's appointment. We took her and got her checked out. She had severe scoliosis.
She didn't have to do that.
Pretty shocked. No, she absolutely didn't have to do that, and I appreciate that she did that. I mean, she could have phoned me.
But it was important enough to her that she was like, I'm going to go to your work.
But you don't see your teenage children usually. Like, boys maybe will go run around outside with
shirtless,
shirt on, but girls, no. And so the night before her surgery, she had to wash her hair with a special soap, and we had to put the special soap on her
Yeah, the
back.
disinfecting stuff.
We had to do all that the night before the surgery. She had to have a shower and do all this stuff. And so she was in the shower, and she got me to come in, and she turned around so I could just wipe the soap all over her back, right?
And you've seen it.
If I had ever seen her back without a shirt on, I would have seen it. It was clear.
Yeah, but at that age, you don't. They're very private,
and at 15, your daughter's got a fucking attitude. She's always got her hand on her hip, and you know what I mean?
You've probably played this out in your head a million times. Like, why didn't I see it?
How did I not see that? It was very severe. We should have noticed. Jeez. But if you're not looking for it, if you aren't looking for it, you won't notice.
Yeah, I know. And why would you think that?
And
it's not like asthma, where it would be so visible. The genetic aspect of it, it's a big part of it. Yeah.
But nobody in either side of our entire families have ever had the surgery except mine and my sister's kids. We each had one kid that had surgery.
Wild.
Because it was so severe. I'm sure there's others that have mild scoliosis that they've never noticed, right?
Just undiagnosed, yeah.
Well, curves up to like 10 or 15 degrees are actually very common. Like, your spine is sometimes curved a little bit. That's pretty common.
Yeah.
But my daughters and my nephews were both very significant, different curves.
It's weird, eh?
A picture of my daughters before and after.
Yeah.
I'll put them up here. See the curve and after surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking wild.
And experiences like that for parents, not fun. It's literally the worst thing.
Child's in surgery and they have them opened right up. Like,
yeah, it has to be completely open.
They called me halfway through surgery, and instead of just saying we're about halfway done and everything's going good, they were like, we have one bar in and we're working on the screws on the other side to put the other bar. They gave me a whole visual, and I didn't need that.
We didn't get a call. Done. They told us that we weren't going to. If we get a call, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
But the surgeon himself called us at the end.
Yeah.
Like, but waiting, no.
Like 6-hour surgery, and it was hell. I think I ran into you a couple days after her surgery. She was already.
I think my mom was in. But, yeah.
And we ran into each other a few times, just in and out there. But we were.
Isn't that wild? Good thing we're smokers at the time.
Yeah.
Might not have seen you.
It was fate that we ran into each other again.
I remember you asking me straight up, "Are you clean?" And I was yeah, bro, I'm clean.
Are you?
Yeah, but like I remember you just being like, it wasn't far into our conversation. You were like, "Are you clean?" And I was like,
well, yeah. The last time we saw each other, I'm pretty sure we had crack pipes.
Probably.
Like before, the last time we saw each other before that, we were getting high together, and then we never saw each other for however many years, like 12 years.
For real. It was a while, yeah.
Because that was 8 years ago Paige had her surgery.
Was it?
Yeah, exactly 8 years ago on the 20th.
Wow.
She had her surgery on 4/20.